spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything.
That's a fact. According to who?
This is the guest that comes on all the time.
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
I see you get on Isaac's podcast.
Yeah, see, you've been a guest again for like 20 episodes in a fucking row. That's crazy. Welcome back. This is the Bargoyles, episode 87, with your hosts.
Plural.
You see how there's no guests here? There are no guests because this is the show. Let me know. Tell me how you don't watch a show without telling me you don't watch a show when you keep asking me if these guys are guests. Nick, what's up?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? There's something we've been talking about for like the last hour. It's really annoying now. It was adorable at first. Now it's annoying.
Yeah, it's one of those. Well, they just don't watch the show. They just watch the clips. That's all it is.
100%.
Yeah, and we got Conte back over there in the coleslaw corner.
Keeping it creamy.
Side piece, welcome.
Side pieces, welcome always.
Man, fucking once get you. I keep trying to cue you up to say the line clean. Yeah. Because if I tell you to say it, you'll be like, side pieces. Like it's not convincing. It's your acting. Just remember the intro video, like it's your acting. But I keep trying to like throw it up to you. I'm like, yeah, man, side pieces, and you're like, yeah. Side pieces. I'm like, come on. I'm trying to get you to authentically say
know what's going on.
So because we're trying to, it's good. It's good. We'll figure it out. This is episode 87. We are the Bargoyles. We are your local news when it comes to anything happening within the restaurant bar industry here in the Northern Virginia, specifically Woodbridge. Tune in every week for part one where we just discussed the podcast. Part one is just the podcast. Us talking about whatever the fuck's going on. Who got banned? We got an update on that. Mm-hmm. Who died? We don't have an update on that. Mm-hmm. And who's got the best drinks and the best bars and what's going on down under. That's part one. Part two, in 30 minutes, you'll see is the lunch review where we always try to hit a local spot, support mom and pop spots, and try some of their local cuisine. This week we went to a spot that's been open for 25 years?
25 years.
25 years. Yeah. She said 1999, and I was like, damn, that's wild.
Yeah.
So, we'll check that out in part two. But part two is Taste of Tandoor, so please check us out for part two if you're only here for the lunch reviews. But if you're here for the podcast, let's get into a little bit of drama, but let's start the show the way we always do. Shots. Just like what, Conte?
Huh? Just like shan shakes. Shots are like
shan shakes.
Shan shakes.
Shanty town, baby. Yeah, so... What were we discussing this episode, Conte? I know you got the list.
Boston Jerry.
Oh, yeah, because you've been confusing your Bostons lately, right?
Yeah.
So we have, what are these guys' names? It's Boston and Boston. We have Boston. It's the only town, I think, that we do in Woodbridge where if someone's from there, that's part of their nickname. We don't have there is a Philly Mike, but there are other Philly people that we don't call. There's not
right.
There is a Chris from Philly, but we don't call him Philly Chris.
Philly Chris, yeah.
But everybody from Boston is Boston that.
Yeah. I have somebody else. I call him Brooklyn Jim.
Brooklyn Jim?
I have Brooklyn Jim. I have Hawaiian Jim.
Okay. Oh, see, you just have a lot of gyms.
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with the city. Yeah. It's like if you know somebody from New York, there's like New York John, but we only do that for Boston. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something weird about that. This is always anyone you meet is like, especially if you meet them not in Boston.
Oh yeah,
if they're in your town, it's like, oh, that's Boston Joey. And
I think of the cities that we've mentioned so far, Boston affects your personality more than anything because it affects your voice. Like just the way you talk to everybody, they're from Boston.
Why are they all racist then?
Oh,
all right. I'm not getting into that.
What is it? 96% white in Boston? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, some of the last moments of racism I felt was up in Boston, up in Massachusetts, up in Maine.
Yeah, we talked about Boston not too long ago.
We talked about it a bunch. Yeah, because Nick knows. The guy had no idea about that part of America and how they are pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. But Boston Jerry, he's been getting backwards. Boston Steve, we've talked about a bunch. He had a broken nose. He made that little thing that's crumbling in my front yard. With a little patio step.
He's got a hard time with his hot Oz.
Hot Oz, yeah. He's the hot Oz, yeah. He's the guy who wants to say hot Oz to black women. Doesn't realize he's fuck that whole.
Yeah, Jerry's the baseball guy. He's a good ball. Watches a whole Red Sox
fucking
game.
Look at him run. Fucking 1977. I was at the fucking Fenway. He's that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him cheer for a game that I know he didn't know was a rerun, but I knew was a rerun.
So funny.
And it was like, dude,
So
this is like
funny.
3 days ago, dude.
Oh man,
Oh,
you should have bet him.
Ball.
You should have bet him.
Oh yeah, I
Fucking
know.
Boston ball. You see that? They still got them colors, but they play classic Boston ball, the fundamentals. So he loves sports, but I mean baseball is his sport.
Yeah. It's
One time I had on the fucking screens. He was sitting at Point. Point is when you first walk in. The first TV right there was soccer. And he was not liking that. He's one of those, he's like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh, it's soccer. He goes, soccer's fucking gay. Who the fuck's watching this shit? These fucking gay shit. And I was like, well, Jer, I am.
I put it on.
I like soccer. He's like, yeah, you all fucking one of them little flimsy boys. I was like, look, I'm not taking that personally. Can't have an ego in this. And I was just like, all right, man, I'm glad to know that's how you feel. Because let's put something else fucking on this fucking bullshit. And then he looks and he's like, Union versus Revolution. Who's that? Oh, that was a bad version of his accent. And I'm like, oh, that's Philly versus New England. He goes, fucking New England's in. Let's fucking go, boys. Yeah. You spent the first 45 minutes shitting on this gay sport, and then he's like, fucking New England's in it. Let's go, boys. We'll fucking do it for the hose. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like all about it. Now he's like, revolution. Yup, that's fucking us. Save this goddamn country. I'm like, you hate it. It's a gay sport, but now that you guys are playing it, it's cool. Get the fuck out of here.
All of a sudden, he knows all the formations.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember.
Running the 3x4. We see it. Classic Boston.
It's right next to fucking Foxborough. I know that stadium. I go there all the time. Get you a nice fucking pierogi. Get a good fucking lobster sub from fucking Mason's. You're like, you've never in your life even knew MLS was a fucking thing until this moment right now. And now you want to act like you're fucking massively into the sport. Bruce Arena is one of the best the best coaches in the sport. Well, correct. You just found out his name 5 seconds ago. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. All of our Boston characters are just fucking their characters. So check out for more updates on our Boston characters. It's gonna happen. I think we have an update on someone else, right?
Yeah, we do.
Good old Mo.
Yeah, I haven't heard this story. I don't know what happened here, but if you tuned in for the last episode,
the entire
episode was about this gentleman that I think his name is Mo. That's what we decided on.
Yeah, I mean,
and his shenanigans.
That's the name we're giving him, so we don't get into legal trouble.
Yeah, and he. He had some shenanigans going on, and we have some conspiracies. I have one that might get me killed. But you guys sent me a text the other day saying that he got banned from your guys' place.
Yeah, he's banned.
I don't know about any of this, so this is me learning this the first time.
You want to do the story, or?
You go ahead and take this one. You were your first point.
I was talking to him. I was like, let me throw it, but no, this is my story. So fucking, I'm like sitting up for it. I was like, all right, bet. So Friday night happens. He's in there having a good time. Nothing too crazy. We obviously know he is a little bit paranoid about his drinks. We get that. So that's a thing. That's something that I know going in. Not everyone else around him knows that going in. So he's drinking his fucking beers. 3 High Lies. On the 3rd High Lie, I pour it. Put it down in front of him. I go walk away. I come back. I'm working. It's Friday. I'm fucking packed. We were packed. I'm making money. And then he goes, hey, what's this? I was like, oh, the beer sitting in front of you on your napkin? That's your beer that you ordered. He goes, oh, no. I was like, no, that's your beer. You're going to drink that beer. Did you order another beer? He goes, yeah, ordered another beer. And I was like, weird. And a beer magically in front of you. That's crazy. On your napkin. That's your beer. He goes, I can't drink that. I'm like, why can't you drink it? He goes, I'm scared. I was like, what do you mean you're scared? He goes, no, you need to make me a new one. I was like, I don't need to do anything. Don't tell me what I need to do.
You can ask me.
Yeah, we're already starting here with this guy. So he brought me up here. Like, no, you need to do. I was like, no. I was like, look, I'll tell you this. I'll be nice with you. I will throw away the beer, but you have to try it. Because I'm not going to throw away a beer and lose product because you're fucking scared.
You're scared, yeah.
That don't work. That don't work. I can't tell my boss, oh, I had to pour into a beer and we lost $9 in sales because he was afraid. Yeah, so I was like, you have to try it. He goes, I don't want to. And I was like, no. You're going to try this beer. Or you're going to sit there with it in front of you, and then I'm not pouring you nothing else until we figure it out. He was like, oh, okay, whatever, dog. Being a fucking asshole. And I was like, nah, motherfucker, nah. He goes, no, it doesn't taste right. I can tell. It doesn't taste right. And I was like, no. What the fuck?
I can tell it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because it's on your fucking skin, dumbass. It tastes like your pinky.
It tastes like
that was probably just up your ass.
He just came from the bathroom. He just came from the bathroom. I'm like, bro, what the
tastes
fuck?
like shit, man. Why does it taste like shit?
But also, you know who pinky test things like that? People who drug drinks.
People.
People who drug drinks. It's the pinky.
Yeah,
Like,
he knew the pinky.
okay, yeah.
He said, yeah, that's.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
That won't kill him.
Yeah.
That's not gonna kill him.
And I was like, nah, man, I'm not. I was like, you did not try it. He goes, I tried it. It didn't taste right. I'm like, no. He goes, please, man, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. I was like, look at me. Look at me right now. Look at me. Your sister is not here. Nobody has drugged or spiked your fucking drink. Try it. And if it doesn't taste right, you tell me it doesn't taste right. I will pour you a new fucking beer. But we're not going to play this fucking game. No one's scaring you. No one's here fucking roofing you.
No one even knows you.
No one knows you. No one knows you. And he's like, no, I can't do it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And I walk away, and he's like, oh, you think you're a big tough guy? And I was like, I'm not being tough at all. But you're the one scared of beer.
Being a pussy, dude.
You talking shit like, oh, you scared boy. I'm like, you're the one who's scared.
Yeah.
You just said it. And then he starts yelling as I'm walking away. He said, no, you need to do what the fuck I say. You need to do your job, what I tell you to do. Stacks is right next to him. I'm good. I don't got to escalate. Stacks is like, all right, hold the fuck up real quick. And then they start going back and forth. I guess Mo tells Stack to go fuck himself. Stack, he doesn't know that Stack had 4 people around him that were ready to just waiting for the green light.
Always watching.
There were dudes who just met Stack that night that were like, give me the green light.
Yeah.
Give me the green light. Yeah. So straight up, we were just like, nah. I was like, no, dog, you know what? You're actually done tonight. We're going to toss you. And he's like, no, that's fucking bullshit. I was like, no. You don't talk to us like that. Like you don't.
You don't do that.
I was trying to be accommodating. May not have been the nicest version of it, but I was trying to be accommodating. You decided to take a different route, and now you're fighting other guests. And we aren't going to take anybody's side against Stack.
No.
We might. There's going to be a day he's going to cross the line.
Yeah.
But until then,
That day.
Stack got our back, we got his back. You know, that's how that works.
Yeah.
So we tell the guy, we're like, hey, man, you've only had 2 beers. Technically 3 is on your tab because I ran in the 3rd one. It's on us. Go home. It's on us.
At that point, just go.
Dan comes and sits there, and he's like, hey, man, we're kicking you out. Sorry. You did do this, but we're going to ask you to leave. He goes, well, I don't want to leave. He goes, no. You're going to leave, not just because we're kicking you out, but for your own safety.
Yeah.
He's like, you aren't realizing you're in the fucking Shark's Den right now, and they're circling. They're looking at you right now. You need to go. He's like, no, that's bullshit. Well, I got to pay my tab. He's like, no, you don't got to pay your tab. Yeah. It's totally fine. He's like, oh, well, and then he takes his credit card out. He's like, well, no, I'm going to pay. And we're like, no. You don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Put your card away. Puts his card in his wallet, walks out. He walks out. 5 minutes later, Stack and his boys walk out again, following him. I'm like, fucking shit. Yeah. So I go out the back, and he's standing beside the building. Stack and the boys are in front. I'm like, dog, you got to go. He goes, it's not fucking fair. I was like, no. They're in front.
It's not fair.
Looking for you, dog. You need to go for your own fucking safety. We kicked you out for a reason. Not just because you're a dickhead, because you are, but you need to go for your own safety. And Josh was out there with him like, get in the fuck, pushed him into the car, was like, drive, get the fuck out of here, go, get out of here, man. So he leaves. I'm like, all right, cool. He wasn't banned at this point. We just kicked him out for that night. Calls 20 minutes later, one of the cocktailers come up to me. She goes, hey, somebody just said, can you tell the Johnny Tsunami looking motherfucker behind bar to give me my credit card back? Now, one, pull up Johnny Tsunami because that's a good hit. As a comedian, I get it. Type in Johnny Tsunami. I move this light so you can see me when I'm like motioning towards you. Sorry, my bad. All right. That's what he called me. It's a reference from a 1999 movie from some kid that was a Hawaiian surfer. That's what he called me.
Hawaiian surfer who turned snowboarder.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, I thought you'd think it was funnier. My bad. No. It's a 25-year plug.
He had to pull that one out.
Yeah. Because I get called Rufio all the time. That one, that someone says that, I'm like, I've heard it a million times. Someone calling me a Johnny Tsunami looking motherfucker, I'm like, great. But I knew who it was, so let's go. And she's like, what? She tells me that. I'm like, he's on the phone right now. She goes, yep. I was like, oh, cool. I just grabbed the phone. I was like, what's up, motherfucker? Johnny Tsunami here. He's like, you have my fucking card. I was like, we don't have your card. You didn't pay. He goes, yeah, I know I didn't pay. I'm like, so then why would we have your card if you didn't have a fucking tab? He goes, you stole my shit. I was like, hey, you're more than welcome to come back. I was like, hey, you got kicked out because you were about to get jumped. If you would like to come back, come fucking find out. Find out. Please be my fucking guest. He's like, you motherfucker are stealing from me. I was like, all right, cool. Have a good fucking night. And then I hung up and then just kept the night moving.
Yeah.
Whatever. He didn't come back. Totally fine. The next morning, I opened bar. Stack is in there celebrating President's Day weekend. Having a good time.
Celebrate President's Day.
Oh, he loved presidents, man. He got a pocket full of them. He got a pocket full of them, man.
Yeah, President's Weekend.
Yeah, out here, just having a good time. And he's like, yo, shit, I gotta go make a run real quick. I'll be right back. And I was like, all right, cool. And in that like half hour he was gone, Mo shows up. And like we were gonna ban him then after the phone call. Like at first he was just kicked out. It was the phone call that we're like, all right,
try again next time.
Yeah, try again next time. So he walks in and he's like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, nah, what are you doing? He's like, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I was like, you not remember anything from last night?
This dude's got multiple
he had 2 beers.
personalities.
He had 2 beers. Yeah, psychotic. Yeah, schizo. And I was like, you don't remember last night? He goes, well, yeah, I wasn't here. It was a good time. I was like, it definitely was not a good time. Did you find your credit card? He goes, it was in my wallet, man. It was in my wallet. I was like, you didn't think to check your fuck? I was like, wow. He's like, just pour me a beer. I was like, no. I'm going to get my GM real quick because you're actually banned. He's like, for what? Me? I was like, yeah. And so Dan goes get some. Mind you, there have been a lot of other incidents that I've been learning about. Something happened with Bobby. Something happened with the other, I don't want to say Ethiopian, the African guys that drink the dark beers. They used to love.
Abraham.
Abraham, yeah. He's got into Abraham.
Okay,
yeah. Who's then one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, Abraham's nice, but he does have a buddy who's kind of a shithead. But yeah, Abraham's a good guy. Yeah,
Abraham's a good guy. I heard it was with them
Noah is
like
his buddy
another
from that,
person.
yeah.
So like in a week, he's gotten into multiple confrontations with multiple different people. So it wasn't just me. I'm not being a petty little bitch. I am.
I mean, dude, I called the dude. I told you that dude there's something up with that guy because.
Crazy.
Yeah, because if he's coming in the next day acting like that, that's multiple personality disorder or something. And his sister is him. Like you said, it's Patricia. That literally might be happening.
His sister.
Yeah. Oh, and somebody did confirm that he is off of his meds. After the whole fight had happened, your boy. This guy doesn't even have a name. He just has a look.
Oh shit!
He's something's going on in his life.
Yeah.
True.
Do you want to give it a little back? You don't have.
Yeah. He's,
we're not shitting on this guy.
Yeah. We're not shitting on him. He lost a loved one or is grieving a loved one who's in a bad spot right now. So,
but he's been coming in.
Yeah, every day, every night.
Oh yeah.
He's been coming in, and he's not. Maybe he isn't in a place to socialize, but you can tell he wants to be. So he's there every night, and he's just like.
True.
He hits you with that face every time. Every time.
Just staring at everybody.
Do you know his name? Because it sounds like somebody.
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's. You've definitely seen him in there. He's been in there every time.
Yeah, he was in there when you were in there. Yeah, I think he was there.
Yeah. So after the phone call had happened, he was at the end of the night. He was like, "Yeah, that was crazy with that guy, man." I was like, "Yeah, no, it'd be like that. It happens sometimes." He's like, "Yeah, I was talking to him the other day. He got into it with somebody. I forget. He was telling me how he stopped taking his meds a while ago." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, it makes sense, dude. It did make sense.
They started coming back around.
There you go. Yeah.
It's not bad to be medicated, man. And if it works for you, do it. Use it. Because if you get off of it, you might end up like this guy.
Yeah. Banned from Bungalows. That's the worst thing that can happen in your life.
Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah.
Not so much, yeah.
I mean, but if you're banned from a bar like that, it's like, where can you go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where are you going to act good at?
We're usually the bar when you get banned from other spots, you come to
where
us.
you go. Yeah.
Oh, I can't really go to Brittany's. You're banned from Brittany's? What the fuck?
Yeah, if you're banned from... Yeah, dude. There's
Shout out
levels.
Destiny.
Is he banned?
Right, yeah.
Is he banned from Brittany's too? Or we don't know this?
No, we don't.
No, we don't know. We're just making a joke.
I kind of want to know.
Making jokes. We do get guests that are like banned from Brittany's and they start coming to us and we're like, this is a really shitty person. They're like, well, I'm banned from my bar. I was like, oh, makes sense. Jenna, remember that girl who kept trying to fight Alana? One of Stax's little girls. Yeah, she wild. Yeah, we get that clientele. So Destiny's been coming in. She's like, I'm banned from Brittany's. When Jasmine first started coming in, she's like, I'm banned from Brittany's.
Yeah,
like,
she got banned from Brittany's for 6 months one time for fighting Destiny,
That's so funny.
who's her best friend.
That's so funny. Do they not have a Jello pit or something? Like, what the fuck?
That was a fist fight.
Oh man,
Yeah.
wildin'. Be like that. We have another story to update too, right?
Yeah, we were out in Richmond. Yeah, we've been out in Richmond, and we had
Oh, when you said update, I was like something we've talked about before.
Yeah,
I was like,
we talked about going to Richmond.
oh yeah, we did say
Yeah.
we were heading down there. Yeah.
Take point on this one.
So we were in Richmond on last week, and we had a really fucking solid time, man. We were invited to go down and be on a radio show called Boombox RVA.
RVA Boombox.
Is it RVA Boombox? Okay, RVA
Rewind
Boombox.
worthy radio.
Yes. Very cool, really cool spot down there in the Richmond area. I couldn't tell you where in Richmond. I'm not too familiar with Richmond, but
It was closer to downtown.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we weren't too far from downtown.
Hey, Bargoyles, tip of the day. If you want to talk about what a place is in Richmond and you don't know, just be like, that's like right off Broad.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah, it's right
just
off Broad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's near Carytown.
Yeah, it's right off
There's like
Broad.
a couple things you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool spot. What these guys they do is that it seems what they mostly do is kind of highlight local artists, local hip hop journalists, just anything that involves hip hop.
Hip hop lawyers? There was a hip hop lawyer?
There was a guy that was essentially a hip hop lawyer that wanted to make sure people got their royalties in check.
He's like, y'all fucking up on the TMIs and the ROTs.
All
and
these
like,
things that I wish I knew this guy when I was making
Dude,
music.
you're leaving money, you're leaving dimes on the table.
Yeah.
Jesus, all right, cool.
Yeah, and then they just kind of highlight the scene of what hip hop is locally in the area or just in the broader specs of everything. And we were obviously we're not a hip hop podcast.
Well,
We're hip.
Yeah. Hip hop.
Hip? Hip hop? Hip hop anonymous?
Hip hop anonymous.
the hippopotamus. So they had us on, and I think we were kind of a breath of fresh air for them, something that's not hip hop. But
we hit him with that energy for we came on. We're like, hey man, you've been interviewing everybody for what is apparently like 100+ episodes. Let's sit back.
Yeah.
We big dogged him on the show.
Yeah,
we
we
did big dog
interviewed him
Yeah.
on his own show, which was
But
pretty
he loved
cool.
it. He loved it.
It was a really good spot. We interviewed a guy named Guam. He is the host of the
Dr.
radio
Chris
show.
Santos.
Nice.
That's what his name is on the phone.
It is, right?
Dr. Chris Santos.
Yeah. We got to get him on the show to figure out what this
How did you get Verizon to do that for you? That's balling. That's balling. All right, get the fuck out of here. Like if you save your phone name on the phone as that, you're like, all right,
that's got to
doctor.
be legit. Dude.
Okay, Dr. True Love. No. Verizon calls him doctor. Like,
it's nuts.
Yeah.
Really cool guy. We got to talk to him a little bit about how he got into the scene, hip hop scene, from the island of Guam.
Yeah,
so like a lot of things we got to talk about the local Kmart in Guam. That's like a legendary thing there. That's what they got there. They got a Kmart.
Coconut radio.
Got nothing else.
Coconut radio.
Right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think Amelia Earhart flew over the island once. She didn't go. She didn't turn back around because she died.
That's where she landed. She died.
That was more closer to the Marshall Islands, apparently. I've been getting in weird conspiracy. Sorry.
Nice. Okay, there we go. That we'll save that for the theology podcast.
Hey, theology podcast, invite us. The Disneyland in Maryland, invite us. We'd love to do your podcast. You got any takeaways from the trip there, Kansei?
Yeah, nah. I thought it was dope. I definitely loved their studio. Was awesome.
Oh yeah, talk about it. Yeah,
they had the bar in the corner. They had a live DJ. This guy was literally just ripping off vinyl. Yeah,
he was spinning on vinyl.
It took me 20 some odd minutes to be like, wait, that's vinyl. He's doing vinyl. Like he's
vinyl.
Yeah, it was impressive.
That's crazy.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really. It was like a really dope like underground spot, right?
Yeah,
it kind of gave you the underground rap vibes, but not like
That place is a true collective mind of like hip hop artists. It was crazy. It's wild. But please talk more about the location, like what they have, because it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is my dad's basement.
Yeah, so they had a lot of studio lights. They had a whole chair. The chair Guam sat in was made of like skateboards.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. Top of that, they had a lot of art around the walls.
Oh yeah, he was loving the art.
I was very impressed.
I've never seen the content take picture of art before. And I'm not throwing shit. I like going to museums. Every time we went by one of the museums, I was like, hey, that's a really cool museum if you guys. Nope, not getting the vibe. Oh, my boy recommended this for the Virginia Fine Arts Museum. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. Oh, the Children's Museum over here, the of Science, it's not what we're feeling. It's not at all what we're feeling. So like I'm into that. I like that
so-
stuff.
yeah.
So watching the content, like take a picture of a painting. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
dog.
it's
not a dope art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome because everything was like custom made. Like one of them was a boombox on a guy's head, and it had like the body was in a white tee, and there was like I want to say green blood going down.
Yeah.
I thought that
Dookie.
was awesome.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures.
Dookie.
Yeah, it gave like Lupe Fiasco artwork
Yeah.
vibes, right?
Oh yeah.
And then they had another one
Before.
where one was like 6
Before.
arms. It was crazy.
Before.
So what?
One had like 6 arms and then a boombox head, and it was like DJing and doing other stuff
It
at
was
the
real
same
cool.
time.
True.
What did you think about the studio in the back?
I thought that was amazing.
We gotta do a show in that
Yeah.
studio in the
Yeah.
back, dog.
That's such a setup.
yeah,
that's.
I was just in there looking. I was
Yeah.
like, "That's a $300. That's $300 mic. That's $100. That's about $10,000. Oh Jesus! Like
Yeah.
it's legit.
Yeah, legit.
yeah.
So basically, they have the entire first floor of this building. They have a nail shop where somebody does nails. I don't know who, but they do nails.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Somebody shouted him out. He's like, "Yo, my toes is glistening." I was like, oh,
Yeah. No, the journalist guy.
Yeah, the
What?
journalist.
The journalist got
Yeah.
his toes. He said, "My toes are still shiny."
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he got them shits done like 3 weeks ago.
The country doesn't pay attention.
I wasn't bad.
He came up. He's the guy who came up to us after the show and was like, "Yo, you guys did great." And I was like, "Yo, your toes are still shining. They're like in my
Yeah.
face right now." And he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it was the journalist dude, the tall black guy.
Yeah, yeah, I
We
remember.
only didn't leave when we were done
Yeah, he was
because
the
he
last
was
guy.
laughing the most at
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So we're like, we gotta stay.
We gotta
He
stay,
laughed a
yeah.
lot at us. Like, so I was like,
Yeah, so they have that. It's
Sterling.
crazy. So they have. Oh yes,
Sterling.
Sterling
Sterling
underscore media. Yes,
Sterling
Sterling
Media.
Media. Shout out. Please
Yeah.
check them out on all media forms. We don't know which media forms. Just find it. Yeah, so they have a nail salon that they own, and then they have this garage area where it is a live audience studio, which was fucking cool as shit. You had a place for the audience, you had the bar, you had the DJ, then you had the stage, and then you also had fucking a guy running a production booth with like live streaming the internet, because we haven't figured out how to live stream yet.
Yeah.
We're not going to.
These
These bleep buttons aren't fast enough.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
yeah.
We talk too much local. That is it.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
it,
Double
yeah.
underscore.
Double underscore.
yeah,
That's what it
double
was.
underscore,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sterling Media double underscore Tuki. Please check them out. RVA Boombox Tuki.
Yeah.
Please check all these people's out, all their voices. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
And we'll be back.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it's legit. And then this is just with nail salon, and then they have the live in-house studio audience, and then behind that they had their own podcast recording studio. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah.
They had another recording studio, which was the something cloud. I keep forgetting what
the
it was called.
garage.
No, garage. There was the garage, and then there was the chop shop.
Yeah, the garage is where they do the parties.
Okay, gotcha. And they were talking about buying the second and third floor of that building to put more stuff there, and I'm like, these guys are fucking. They're doing amazing, wild shit. It was
really good
super
stuff.
fucking cool. We loved y'all having us down. Love to come again, do it again, interview someone where you're host, and figure out if they're enemies or friends of the bar.
Yeah, get the
We'll
owner
figure
of the
that
place
out.
on.
Yeah. It was cool. It had a lot of fun. God, do you have any other takeaways from just the trip in general, not just the show?
Not really. They were just something that you'd want to aspire to.
You didn't want to comment on
The
potato
shit
skins?
bar or nothing?
Huh?
You don't want to comment on the potato
Oh
skins?
yeah, those potato
The shit
skins
bar
were
we went to in the
fire.
beginning.
How many
Yeah.
dicks did you see in
Yeah,
that first bar?
remember the first bar?
Oh yeah, there was a fuck
Dude, how do you
load.
forget that, dude? That shit was nuts.
Yeah, there
I was
was a lot.
overwhelmed.
There was a lot.
I was
on
in heaven.
Yeah, well, we found like somebody's OnlyFans too on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
not a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing it all wrong. It was like a
$20,
$20 subscription. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Didn't have a lot of media on there.
Yeah, it was just a bar. I forget the name.
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home. Yes,
Which
J-
is such
that
a
John
beautiful
recommended.
name for a place, and then we walk in, we're like, oh, this is definitely
this is home?
It's the dive bar. It's a
If you
dive
call
bar.
Richmond home,
True.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was definitely dive bar. Like 100%. I could see that place is probably jumping on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
But dangerously jumping. Like I said,
Dangerously.
I would never be up on that
cave.
second floor
The cave.
when
Yeah.
it was busy. No
Floors
way.
were lopsided.
No way.
Yeah, and they were sinking. The roof was sinking too.
Yeah.
Hey, no, there was a hole in the roof.
Yeah, it was a hole in the roof.
There was a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
By the entrance we saw, I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
But wasn't it really cool that we went from like, I hate to call it shit bar, but like hole in the wall dive bar to fancy cocktail bar right after.
Oh yeah, Can.
Directly after, we go to the Can.
Can was cool. Cocktails were cool. Bartender was hot as hell.
It was all dudes. What the fuck?
No, but we all did fall in love with the. Well, I don't know if you liked her as much. There was this girl who walked into the thrift store, tat face. She just
with the head tat.
Yeah, she was just she was a Richmond princess, just a garbage queen, and I was just like, oh man.
I think it was like the spider web almost tattoo.
Yeah, it was the spider web tattoo on the face, and then we saw like 2 other times walk around Carytown. I'm like. Destroy me, wreck my life. Oh my god! If I can drop my credit score 150 points, but I get 6 months with you, oh, what a good 6 months! Credit score come back, memories don't.
Right?
Yeah, no, but Can was cool, very cocktail bar oriented, French as hell, which means the service was awful.
French,
Yeah. But don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, find out what drink you think one of us had, including John.
Oh yeah, we put that on the
we
put that on the page. Who do you think?
Oh, I don't think I saved that photo, but we can try. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was on a story, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the story. I can double check if it's saved. I don't know, but it was definitely like three good looking drinks that are the nice same shades of brown, and then the forbidden kiss, just a fucking white little lychee martini. Someone ordered it.
Someone ordered it. Oh yeah, maybe
we'll figure it out.
Maybe it was me. You never know. You'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Find out in part 2. Yeah. All right, you guys want to transition to part 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Down Under. Do you want to talk about that?
We're at 30.
I heard.
Yeah.
All right.
Boys, we'll talk about Down Under next week. Please tune in next week. What does Dragon Ball Z? Do the boys talk about what happened in Down Under? Do we find out who ordered the forbidden kiss? Tune in next week. No, tune in a few days, actually, where we do give our lunch review of Taste of Tandoor. As always, we appreciate y'all coming out. Like, subscribe, tag your friends, send to people. That apparently helps the algorithm more than anything if you send it. So go full send. We would appreciate that. As always, say bye, boys.
All right. Have a good night.
See you guys next week. And on part 2.
Degraded and humiliated broke my spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything.
That's a fact. According to who?
Would you be willing to take a drug test? No, we can go. Let's roll.
Cool. All right.